Welcome back. Another international break and another 2 wins for the USMNT.
Exactly as Trevin says, 2 wins, 1 on the road in Jamaica, 1 here in the USND.
Terrible pitch.
Jamaica.
In Jamaica.
Jamaica's pitch, the 1-0 win. Very, very not up to standard pitch in Kingston, we should say. Nonetheless, though, a win for the USND there. A 1-0 win, grinded out away. Well deserved. Second half, a little shaky. Some penalties, I think, could have went Jamaica's way. Nonetheless, though, we get the 1-0 win there. Second game, though, a little bit more interessante.
Yeah, muy interesante, if you will.
Both teams.
The first half, the United States came out, and they came out quick. You know,
Firing.
they were on it. They were not going to let this 1-0 go,
to waste.
Thank you. Go to waste. Like, there was no reason that they should feel like they were comfortable, and I'm so glad that they came out and really started well in the first few minutes.
Yeah, you see teams on the other side like Mexico and Honduras. Honduras had a 2-0 lead over Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a 1-0 over Jamaica. What did Mexico do? They went and won 4-0 against Honduras. Smacked them. It's kind of what you expect Mexico to be.
That first result was a little surprising.
They're finding their way in.
To come back 4-0, that's pretty impressive.
USND only up 1-0 against Jamaica. Jamaica, a much better side than Honduras. USND, I think, a much better side. Not much. A fairly better side than Mexico, though.
Player for player, you know, through the 26.
Our opinion.
Yes.
Our opinion. Either way, 4-2, we needed it. The first half, as Trevin said, we come out firing. We had to. At home, no holds bar. The first game, we were slightly more conservative. This game, at home, we're going for it. And I loved it from the first minute. And you could see it in the players, the energy, intensity. Everybody.
It was there.
Pulisic, first goal. Wow. Left foot.
Really good finish from him. Chips the goalie. Does exactly what you want him to in that moment. He's doing so well for their AC Milan. I love to see that he can actually transfer that here to the U.S. national team. Something that we've needed. And he has come up in big moments before in previous tournaments. But he's a little bit inconsistent in his club play or his national team. It kind of fluctuates. But it's good to see him consistent throughout the whole year in every competition. He's doing so well this year.
He's
not a great dancer, though.
No. Well, people are a bit upset about that one. But nonetheless, amazing goal. Left foot. Wow. Like, that is what you want from your star player to be scoring goals like that. We move on. He gets another one. It counts as his goal. A bit lucky. Deflected off of a player. Went in.
But still a goal. Still a goal for Pulisic. Another one to his tally on the year. I mean, he just, continues to be the man for every manager. Obviously, Berhalter and Poch.
Yeah.
But then also any interims and any club that he goes to, he pretty much is one of their managers' favorite or at least a key player in that system.
Except Tuchel.
Usually. Except Tuchel, because he's kind of a hoe. But for Poch, he's there. He's exactly what he needs to be on the national team. And then in AC Milan, he's so well taken care of. So the consistency from him, again, fantastic.
You can see it in the way he's playing in this Pochettino system. He just has like a free role pretty much. He kind of just floats in and out wherever he wants.
He's trusted.
You can see the positionings of players starting to develop under Pochettino. We see like Anthony Robinson coming inside, doing like a false, like in midfield, like coming next to Tessman, because we see McKinney bombing forward, Musa going forward. Musa also playing kind of a midfield role. But it was really surprising to see Robinson do that, because we're so used to seeing Robinson just fly up the left wing,
come around, overlapping for Pulisic or Weah or whoever if they're switching, whoever's there. But that's generally his role. It's fresh and reinvigorating to see some players have other ideas in the way that we've been playing.
Other roles, seeing McKinney get a little bit more forward, things like that. Musa out on the right.
And he did well this camp. I think he did well. Both games against Jamaica, he was somebody that kind of had his
assists.
He had his ups and downs there in the beginning of the season, but for Juve and for the national team, once again, just performing.
He's a guy. He's amazing. Some assists over the tournament to for McKinney. Overall, though, that first half of 3-0 was fully deserved.
100%.
I mean, we absolutely dusted them. Like, Jamaica was nowhere
Put him
to
off the
found.
pitch.
Second half, a little bit different, right? A little different. Pepe, good goal. I can't remember if that came in the first or second half. He did score a goal.
Right before the... No, it was right after.
Pepe, though. Pepe scoring 2 games in a row.
Doing well.
For the USA. He's starting to give a reason to keep him in the starting spot. He kind of did that for Barhalter for a little bit there at the beginning when we first started seeing Pepe. He scored some goals and then kind of fell off. So hopefully this Jamaica camp, you could say it's a Jamaica camp because we just played Jamaica. So seeing hopefully he can continue that scoring.
Hopefully against other teams because he really has to take advantage of the time that Balogun's not there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we want every national team player to do as best as they can and as well as they can to always stay competitive, to always have that edge over the next guy in the next team. But you never want injuries to happen. You always hope your players come back quick, and then they can also get back up to that level that they need to and they know that they can get to. And Pepe and him just going back and forth, it's exactly what we want, exactly what Poch wants.
Yeah.
And hopefully when Balogun comes back, we see more of it.
Yeah, hopefully. It keeps the competition and things like that. That's exactly what Trevor said. That's what we want. It's competition. We want people fighting for positions in every single position, not just one. Seeing guys like Tanner Tessman come in, played a really good part in his cameos for the USA against Jamaica. It was really good to see him, Musa in a different role. A lot of different players, honestly, we could talk about. Another player we're going to talk about in the second half, a goal from Tim Weah. Maybe better than the Pulisic goal. I don't know. That was insane.
I mean, also a volley, just outside the foot, kind of Roberto Carlos.
Smacked it in the top of the net.
Right into the corner. There was zero that the goalie could do about that. I mean, it was just, it was impeccable. Yeah. It was one of the better goals that he'll probably ever score.
We can't end the video without giving the flowers to Jamaica, though. They made it fairly tough. Definitely an inferior opponent for sure. Teams we should be expecting to be, especially at home. 4-2 I think was a good scoreline. Defensively, the USA, I think we were all right. I think Mark McKenzie played a good part. I think Tim Ream, again, he's doing his thing. He's still probably our best center back, even if he's in the MLS. And we are the first to shit on the MLS players. We are absolutely. But now,
real recognize real. Tim Ream is a real one.
Tim
what
Ream
else are we supposed to do?
There's nothing else you can say other than Tim Ream is just the guy, especially the ball-playing center back, if you will, for the USA. He's the guy.
Until Chris Richards comes along in his development, but at this moment in time,
I think it's still Chris Richards and Tim Ream is our best center back pairing. I think it's still evident that those are the guys. Mark McKenzie, great. I think he solidified his spot to keep coming back into the national team. Probably could work in there to the starting role eventually with his club form with Toulouse playing really well. Matt Turner in this tournament, some saves.
Did well, had a couple of them, but then did let a couple go through. Damari Gray scores 2, gotta give a shout out.
Yeah.
Did well. He's had an okay last few months with Leicester. I mean, he's consistently in the team, but he's kind of inconsistent, and he's shown so many bright spots and so many high points in his career, and then he just does perfectly for Jamaica. Obviously, it's a loss, but he did everything he could.
He jumped in and scored some really nice goals off corners, off rebounds. He was in the right spots. DeMar Gray, really great game from him. Nicholson had some opportunities, couldn't put them away. I think they were really missing Mikel Antonio. Some passport issue, some business like that, or whatever. How that is an issue when you're a professional footballer is your passport. That's
figured out government.
Yeah. They were really missing him. I think Mikel Antonio would have made a difference. Would he have made the difference of getting Jamaica a win? I don't think so. But he definitely would have made a difference for Jamaica overall over the 2 legs for sure. So, well done to Jamaica. 5-2 overall. I think it was a deserved go through for the USA, obviously.
Absolutely deserved to go through the next round. There's nothing else that you really expect. Obviously, Poch is in the beginning of his tenure. He's not got everything together, even remotely close. But you have to win to get time.
Yes.
Shout out Ruben Amorim. Like, in order to give yourself the time that you need, you have to stay competitive. I know, bringing United into it. You got to stay competitive. You got to stay in it. You got to stay with the winning mentality all the way through. So it's good to see that they have the most wins in the Dallas Cowboys stadium of any team in 2024. The Cowboys have 0. Shout out from a Eagles fan.
Shout out Pochettino, bruh. He's absolutely, like Trevin said, developing the team, getting us together. Developing a team it's much easier when you're winning.
Yes.
When you're winning in the beginning stages, he's done what he needed to do defensively. He's got us a bit better. We're not perfect by any means defensively, but he's gotten us a lot more proficient defending, I think. Attacking much more. Much more free, much more open. Players you see, like we said, just doing kind of different things we've never really seen. McKinney kind of bombing forward, up on the right. Musa, inverted wingback, midfielder kind of deal. Anthony Robinson, the same, going up the left. Also coming in the second game. Pulisic just doing whatever he wants.
Every game.
It's amazing to see all the progress so far. It's only a short period of time, but it's really positive to see. We obviously can't get carried away. Well, I want to see this. I want to keep seeing the progress against bigger teams later on in this tournament against Mexico, Canada.
We need a win.
Teams like that, I think it's really going to be important. So, but when those games come along, we'll let you know. Yes. We'll be back. 5-2 on the aggregate over Jamaica. Well deserved.
USNA go through.
Yes, sir. We cannot wait to see who we play. We'll find out hopefully soon. And when that break comes back, you'll see us back. So
we'll be back for the Premier League next week.
Yeah. Be ready. Bet.
That was a good ass video.